In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different Horns basketball plays that you can run at the senior high school level, or if you just have a very advanced team. These are not necessarily going to be the most easiest plays that you can think of, so let's get down, let's check these out, but make sure to go check out my high school Horns basketball playbook that is down in the description below if you want some easier plays that should work for every single high school basketball team in that Horns set. Let's get down. Let's check these out. So in this first play, we're going to have player 4 hop out, and player 1 will then pass player 4 the ball. When this happens, we are then going to have player 5 set the back screen on player 1, and player 1 is going to then cut towards the basket. Player 5 is then going to roll off and then go to the three-point line. He is not going to roll to the basket. He is rolling to the three-point line, because if there is a miscommunication on the defensive side, player 5 is going to be absolutely wide open. Or of course, you could just hit player 1 cutting to the basket off of that back screen. If neither of these players are open, I want to then see player 1 set the away screen for player 2. Player 2 is going to use that away screen, and he is going to cut across the key. Ideally, he is open, and he can then score on the rim. If he's not open, we're going to then have player 5 set the down screen for player 1. But before all of this happens, I kind of want to try and time this perfectly with player 3. This way we can get this dribble handoff happening so that player 3 has the ball in his hands, so that when player 1 pops off of that down screen, player 3 should be able to hit him in his progress, so that player 1 can hit that three-point shot. Now this would be the play. However, look at how the players are set up. If you are then to set up as a triangle style offense, you could potentially do this, which means that you could then run into something like a dribble handoff on this side, and then have player 5 attack straight down. Player 1 could go to that 15-foot area on a short roll, and then player 5 would be able to have 3 options or multiple options. He could score. He could hit player 2 if his man pops out and plays help. He could hit player 1 on that short roll, or depending on what the help and gap defenders are doing, well, write down help and gap, because then nobody can be confused or even drop. Whatever positions they're playing, whoever has the most miscommunications, this could be a kick out for a three-point shot as well. Now, this next play, both of these players could pop out, and why they would pop out is to receive the pass. So if the pass goes to player 5 as an example, player 1 is then going to cut to the rim, and player 4 is going to set the away screen for player 3. So player 4 is setting that away screen. Let's say player 1 was not open on that cut. Player 3 is going to then fill up. We're going to have that pass over to player 3. Player 4 sets the down screen. Player 1 comes off the down screen. And now we are looking for a three-point shot by player 1. If the three-point shot is not open, we are essentially in a triangle-style offense where you could get pretty creative, but something that is very simple to be able to run is a back screen off of player 3, and we could potentially get a layup off of that, or player 1 could just attack baseline. That's another option as well. Now, one of the more popular options in the Horns right now would be Zoom. I would classify this as more of an easier option. However, I have posted Zoom plays in the past. I have had some comments saying that it is way too advanced for high school. I am unsure where they're coaching. However, I personally believe it is a very simple play. I'm going to show you here. So if you think it's simple like I do, I'm sorry. But if you think that it's advanced, then it fits the video. We're going to have a down screen on player 2. And remember, we're offsetting this screen because his defender would be probably down there. And then player 1 is going to then come into a dribble handoff, and player 2 is going to be then receiving that handoff. While this is happening, we're going to have player 5 set the down screen on this side as well. so that now when player 2 comes off of this dribble handoff, player 4, I would like to be rolling towards the basket. Player 5, I'd like to be getting out of the key, or at least away from the key, so that now player 2 has the option to shoot, which is always an option. He could pass to player 4, or if he hits him in stride, he could hit player 3 for the 3-point shot as well. So there's a lot of different options that we could have off of this one single play. So if you want some simple horns, or at least easier, not necessarily simple, but easier horns basketball plays that work extremely well for the high school age, make sure to go check out the high school horns basketball playbook that is down in the description below. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again in my next video.